What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another video, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be covering Game 2 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Seattle Kraken, and what a barn burner it was. Kraken looked like they would pull away after the first. The Avalanche are able to crawl back in after the second, and it was kind of a barn-burning third period when it comes to the score, and it was only a one-goal win in the third to give the Colorado Avalanche the 3-2 victory against the Seattle Kraken. Again, great game. Really excited to dive into this one. But before we do, guys, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future action, as well as drop a like on this video. It does help out with the algorithm as well as help grow the channel. So be sure to do both of those, as well as if you like the video and the rest of the videos we have been dropping, hit that like button and stick around. But without further ado, getting into the game, guys, stats on the screen right now as I'm looking at them as well. Avalanche heavily outshot the Kraken 41-29. It was a great performance from Grubauer, just not good enough as the Avalanche able to steal I wouldn't really say steal game 2, but they took game 2 from the Kraken after the Kraken had a one heck of a good start to the game. Face-offs for the Avalanche, 55% to 45% for the Kraken. Both teams had 2 power plays, no goals on each. Massive hit fest, 50-40 in favor of the Avalanche. Blocks, 20-10 for the Avs, and then only 9 total giveaways in the entire game. 3 from the Kraken, 6 from the Avalanche, and the Kraken found a way to lose this game. Looking at team stats, Eberle kind of looked a little off last night. He was a -2, no points on the game, only had 3 shots, 2 hits, 1 giveaway on the day with 18 played. He just looked a little off. He looked a lot better in game 1. I don't know if it was kind of just didn't show up to play today or what, but he didn't look as good as he did in game 1. Yanni Gourde did look very good as he did get 2 assists on the day. Tanev with the absolute snipe, although I think Georgiev should have stopped that one that Tanev scored kind of right by his ear, kind of cuffed him on the glove, but a shot from that far out from Brandon Tanev. He's not known as a sniper, more of a throw the body around scrappy type goal player. Georgiev has got to make that save. But again, Justin Schultz getting on the board as well. They started the game off 2:40 in with a goal. Justin Schultz kind of getting up into the play and burying that one in the back of the net. Daniel Sprong was pretty much quiet as could be. Jared McCann also quiet. I think the Kraken need him to really get going, especially on home ice in game 3 if they want a chance to steal the series away from the Colorado Avalanche. Looking on the back end, a bunch of guys with minuses. Again, Schultze with the +1 with the goal. He wasn't out against any goals against. Vince Dunn, kind of a quiet night, only 1 shot on goal, 4 hits on the day, 1 takeaway. Had 24 minutes of ice time. Larson had 24-49 as well. He's got to step it up a little bit more. I think him and McCann will need to step up if they want to win this series. And then Grubauer between the pipes. He had a good game, but again, at the end of the day, he didn't stop as many pucks or keep as many pucks out of the net as Georgiev did, and the Avalanche were able to win it. So I wouldn't fault him at all for the way he played today. He played pretty good. Can't blame that. But looking at the Avalanche, +3 for Evan Rodriguez, depth player, really showing up in this series. He played pretty good in the first game, but he played excellent here in the second game. Nichushkin finally getting on the board with his first of the playoffs for their second goal of the game. Lehkonen, I know we talked about him last video, having to step up and play a little bit bigger of a role if the Avalanche want to win a game or the series. He did so tonight. He did have a goal, and trying to find him here, a goal and an assist for a +2 on the night. 6 hits, 4 shots on goal, 2 block shots. He was Mr. Do-It-All and almost had 20 minutes of ice time as well. 19-15 for him. McKinnon kept off the board, but he was a +1. He was very good defensively, throwing the body around too with 4 hits, 1 block, 1 giveaway. JT Compher, no points on the day, but did play 21-40, and he looked very solid out there. Very good defensive-minded type player on the back end for them in last night's game. Rantanen was a -1 as well. He had 19:47 of ice time, 2 hits, 2 blocks, 1 giveaway, 2 shots on goal, 2 hits. So nothing too crazy for Rantanen. Again, he is a threat out there, and the Kraken do know about him, so he will be a threat throughout the rest of the series. And I think him and McKinnon, again, they will keep buzzing. Seattle are doing a pretty good job trying to contain them so far this series, but the bigger question is, will they be able to do it for a 7-game stretch if need be? That's the biggest question mark I think the Kraken will have to deal with, is the two-headed monster at this point in time. Plus, I'm not even considering Makar on the back end, which last night, he did have 1 assist, 1 point, -1. He did have a pretty solid game. Gerard played a lot better as well, I thought. Devon Tays with the game winner. He looked incredible last night. I know Islanders fans are probably smashing their head off of a wall after seeing him play so well last night. And then Manson looked a little bit better. He only had 12 minutes of ice time, but the time that he did have out there, he did look a little bit better. Again, Georgiev, pretty solid throughout the game. I thought the goal he gave up against Tanev was a little soft, so he'll have to clean that up a little bit. But if the defense can play solid in front of him, I think he'll have no issues keeping the puck out of the back of the net. But that's the full recap for the game. Avalanche were really able to hang on after a nice little comeback, 3 unanswered goals to win the game on home ice. They desperately needed it to tie the series up at 1 before going to Seattle to face the Kraken at Climate Pledge Arena. So that should be interesting to see them for the first time on home ice in the playoffs in franchise history. That'll be a fun one to see. My prediction for the next game, I'm going to go with momentum on the Avalanche side. I think the nerves will be there for Seattle as the first home playoff game in franchise history, and we're going to go 4-2 for the Avalanche. I think Rantanen is going to have a big game. I think McKinnon might even have a couple points in there as well. But Rantanen, I'm guessing 2 goals in the next game. He's going to have a breakout performance, and the Avalanche will win 4-2 against the Kraken in Seattle. But let me know what you guys thought about this game down below. Game 2 down below in the comments. Who was the biggest X factor? What are you looking forward to most in game number 3? Drop those comments down below. Drop a like on this video if you guys did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And as always, stay dusty.